What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be explaining a new way to always end up on high ground at the start of your build fights. Everyone knows that having high ground's an advantage because when you look down on someone you can see only their head. When you look at someone it's a lot harder to hit the shot and also see their head because the way vertical scaling works in a 2D game is a lot harder than just like looking down at someone. So the way most people will start off their fights is they'll just do their 90s, right? They'll go up and they'll end up meeting here if they're about even with the other person. And I'm not just going to tell you, like, oh, just do faster 90s forehead. Like, that's not going to, you can't always do faster 90s. But if they're doing the exact same thing as you, you're not going to start on height. But if you get, like, blocked, if you both block yourself off like this, let me just, walk up this side real quick. You guys are both doing this. You edit through, let's say, and you end up, like, right here. You just pump each other. It's a 50-50 fight. It's not really skill-based. It's just kind of whoever gets the shot off first ends up winning. Or you can kind of pump each other and run through and then like build or something. I don't know what you want to do when you're there, because it's not like a smart fight to take. So then the solution that would be, oh, scissor jump. I'm gonna go around like this. Except while that does work and that's pretty effective, people have started to like just against me when I do that specifically, they'll just wait. And let me get the ramp here again. They'll just literally sit here and then they'll just jump and put a cone. And there's nothing I can do about it. I'm stuck under a cone now. I mean, yes, I still have high ground, but like, it's not by that much, and they can always retake it by doing 90s, like, immediately. So, my workaround to that has been to just start a level higher. So, when you scissor jump, land on top of the ramp. And just like that, you're already in a better position to have high ground. You're already up here by the time they're still, like, because if they're waiting that long to place a cone, also, they can't cone you here because you're a level higher. So, like, if they're trying to wait that long to place against you, you just have so much height, and also, if they don't, you still have height. The only time you'll ever run into any trouble is when someone, instead of ramping up here, decides, no, actually, I'm just going to do 30 90s, right? And I don't think this is the right height for... Yeah, this would be the right height. And what happens is, you just kind of go like this, right? You land on your ramp. Oh, I messed up that, but still. Land on your ramp, and then you go up, they go up, and you just cone them. And a lot of the time, I don't really know how someone does this, but someone I play against goes like here. I'll just cone them, and I'll keep running. And I'll just go out. And basically, it just lets you start on height every time, because either you're coning someone who's above you by a little bit, or you're just above everyone else by a little bit. And now, normally I would say, like, oh, just do this, you'll always start on height, but you have to understand that, like, you need decent 90s. If your 90s are like this, and you're, like, on controller or something, like mobile, and you're just going... You're not going as fast as you could be, because every time you grind up against this wall, see how, like, my body goes like that? I'm not walking full speed. That means that I'm not getting the most speed out of my 90. So what I did to cut out on me grinding against walls like that, was to just entirely cut out that wall. Something like that, right? And, that just lets you not have to worry about that. But one way that you can do it, even when you grind against the wall here, you're using it to turn up height. Like, basically, you're holding A and it's getting you more momentum. It's like a weird loophole in that entire, like, ID, and that entire, like, I guess, like, theory of how that works, but then you have to, like, go like that. It's the Bizzle 90s. You can get your Bizzle 90s to work well, that'd be perfect for these. So, show it in fast motion, start of a build fight, boom, 90, 90, that, land on top. And yeah, you can almost guarantee you're going to start on height. The only time you won't is if someone does the exact same thing than you, and then it just comes down to whoever has faster 90s. So basically, if you want to literally always start on height against every single player you play against, just do the fastest possible 90s, and do this, and you'll never start on low ground. And this can also be kind of turned into a high ground retake. So if you're on low ground and you're double ramping out like this, you jump to the side, cone. I learned that one from Sway, at least, this part. And I think that works a bit, but, like, if someone knows what you're doing, they'll just pump you in between. Like, if people are, like, genuinely confused about what you're doing because you're doing, like, all this stuff, right? Right, something like this, and you're just kind of going along. And then all of a sudden you hit him with one of these, and you just go... You're going to end up on height, but that's not the point of this. The point of this is to do this at the start of your 1v1's, and it's just a really good tactic. And doing it on this side's a lot harder, but it's still doable. And it's just good to practice it kind of like this. And worst case scenario, you do what I just did there, and you're underneath your ramp. Then it's just a double ramp. It's not, you can just continue going. You have to, like, stop. You don't have to, like, readjust. Like, With this trick here, let's say you mess up. One common mess up that'll happen is like your wall place is here and then you're stuck under here. You're just stuck. So basically you can't mess this up. Otherwise you're kind of screwed. Or like defeats the whole purpose of it. And also for you guys who didn't watch my other video, this is the trick. It does that, right? But if you mess it up, you're stuck. You're in a really bad position. So you gotta really understand how to do that. With this one, you don't need to perfectly know it. You can try it out a couple times in a build fight. See, did that work? Yeah. Or, oh, oops, messed it up. And then you just double ramp. And then you can try like this. And get close to the same effect, but not as good of an effect. And you see how, like, it's super easy to execute. And it also can guarantee that you will start on high ground in every single one of your build fights. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.